What's up, people? WRESTHINGS Mandem here, letting you guys know we now have YouTube channel membership live on the channel. Any video you click on the main profile, you will see a join button. So make sure you join, sign up. There are 2 different tiers, and there's all kinds of different perks all over these tiers. Yeah. Again, WRESTHINGS now has channel membership. Sign up and support the Mandem.
Yo, what's happening, people? You're listening to the WRESTHINGS podcast, the Kenya Omega approved podcast. If you like what you're hearing, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, you already know this podcast is by the Mandem, for the Mandem. Bow!
Yo, what is going on? Welcome to the WRESTHINGS podcast. We're in a new home. Shout out to NOSTARS Studio. We've literally been in Pirate for 3 years and they've given us nothing but headache. As you can tell, last week, you listened to the podcast and that, why does Mick sound like a robot? Why can't I even hear laps? Why does your guest sound like he's under the water? Because Pirate locked off our recording mid-session. Even session like literally 5 minutes over. Yeah. Locked it off, so it was like, you know, enough is enough.
Last week was the final straw. It was the final.
It's mad because we've been planning to move our Pirates since like we come up from LA. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Since we were in LA, was like, listen, it's done. Like, we need to be giving you guys better content. You guys can see all of our faces. Look, you can see Lap's face. Lap, send to the camera. See, like, no one's sitting like this. No one's sitting like that. So we can actually do proper thumbnails now if we need to.
No side profiles.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, that's what's up, man. So
it feels like the first day of school. Like a new classroom or something like that.
It does, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. But I'm excited to be here, man. Like there's a lot of new things we can do here. Mm-hmm. We can live stream here now. We can record like normal voiceovers and stuff. Obviously, we got the green screen and that, so we can still use the green screen and that. But yeah, man, this is nice. It's a new beginning, I'll say. I don't think we'll have to put F Pirate on our YouTube.
Yes, we can.
Title. YouTube won't push that.
We can put it on our Instagram title and our Twitter title.
That's fine, but YouTube won't push that. If you put,
you know what, they've like. For me, like obviously they were good for the time and where we were at the time. Mm-hmm. Like we've had a lot of big episodes come out of that Room 8 studio in Pirate. You see what I mean? So like they weren't part of the evolution in it. Like we had to elevate, we had to move on in it. So thank you, but no thank you. Yeah, and it's a new thing now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep. This week in wrestling. I don't even forgot the intros, bro.
Hit them with the intro.
You see the intro 4K now. Like, even look at my leg. Comfortability. It's not like, oh, give me a check, please. It's the full stretch on Nafi, formerly known as VHS Pappy. To my left, I've got.
What's up, people? Oh, what's my thing?
It's your boy Max, a wrestling fan, a wrestling enthusiast, a WrestleMania, if you will.
I'm too excited to be here. Let me go again. What's up, people? It's your boy Max. I'm a wrestling fan, a wrestling enthusiast, a WrestleMania, if you will. And you're tuned in to another episode of the WRESTHINGS podcast. And to the left of me, we have
the main event liver, champagne sipper. I ain't gonna say the rest because I ain't no stripper. It's your boy Laps in the WRESTHINGS podcast. We're in a new building.
NK's on his way. Dole, Versi, and Sam couldn't make it today. Would have been amazing if everyone would turn up today.
Yeah.
There's enough seats for everyone here. It's like 7 seats. You can even sit next to me. Look at this.
I said sit on woods.
Trust me. Hey, whoa! What is that? What is that? Pause.
What is that?
Pause.
Hey, you. I see you enjoying the podcast. I see you enjoying the content. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, carry on. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
No, because man will say you can sit next to me.
They can see you now clearly.
Yeah, clear, bro.
They can see you.
Can't say any BTs, bro. Plus, I can punch in now. You know what I mean? Like, I have the facilities. The facilities. You know what I mean?
I know it. Speak to the back.
Yeah, hello. This week in wrestling was jam-packed, man. We had SmackDown, which was pretty deep. Obviously, the SmackDown was like the alley-oop for what happened in Night of Champions. Night of Champions happened, great show. Yeah. Battlegrounds, great show. Yeah. AW Double Nothing, in my opinion, great show. I thought it was sick. A lot of people said to me, Lloyd, you're moving like an EDO. And so, like,
No,
I actually
speak your
enjoyed
truth.
it. Me, I'm
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
being honest. I actually enjoyed the show. I watched
Likewise.
from top bottom. I thought it was a great show.
Likewise.
I'm interested to know why people didn't like that show though.
A lot of people were like, the first half was flat, but I enjoyed the first half. I thought the first half was calm. The whole Jade and Chris Statlander coming back was great.
Yeah.
The House of Black versus the Acclaimed was great.
Mm-hmm.
The Battle Royale was, it was fun. Like it gave what was meant to be given.
Yeah.
Jay White getting eliminated kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but
Bro,
we need to get to that.
We're gonna talk.
Let's obviously
Let's
the AEW guy NK is still to come. We'll come back to it innit, like and obviously Night of Champions happened beforehand anyway, so we'll start from there. But whilst I remember, hustle everyone, 6th of June.
Yep.
Get your tickets. It's gonna be another lively night in the Colour Factory.
Yeah.
So make sure you get your tickets for that. Right. Night of Champions.
Night of Champions was great. I was watching it. I watched half of it. So I watched half before going out, and I watched the next half when I came back, and I was very amazed of how the show went.
Yeah.
There was a lot of moments in there that kind of alley-ooped a new narrative or storyline. One being the betrayal, the beginning of the bloodline civil war, which I've been telling you guys about. It's happening now. Do you get what I mean? It's happening, and we'll come to the end of it. So I'm pretty gassed for that.
Yeah.
Trish and Becky was somehow good as well.
Yeah. You said somehow good.
No, no disrespect. As in, like, I mean somehow good. I mean, like, good in the sense where it's like, I wasn't expecting Trish to be able to.
Trish kept up.
Trish can perform.
Trish kept up. Yeah.
And listen, all those years of yoga's paying off, bro.
I can see it, bro.
It's paying off. Some people, they just let their bones rot. Trish said, nah.
Yeah. Trish kept up. I love the addition of Zoe Stark being the one.
That was great. Yeah. That was great.
I really enjoyed it because Zoe's very good. Yeah. But right now, even now with the promo she cut on Raw, it's still very much trademark heel. Like, I've come to make my impact. Blah blah blah. Yeah. But like aligning herself with Trish Stratus, which means she's gonna have a feud with Becky by default. I think it's a really good place. We always talk about when people get debuted onto the main roster or come from another company, you should start them high up at the top, innit? Like, then if they're gonna fall down the card, then cool. But like, give them the best opportunity out the gate. And I think that's what they've done here with Zoe, which is good. And yeah, like you said, the match was a good match. The finish was obviously the finish, costed Becky Lynch, and Becky came out fighting on Monday Night Raw once I licked back. So we'll see where it goes from here. But yeah, good stuff.
What else happened in there? AJ Styles versus Seth. That was a great match as well.
Two goals.
I don't know, in terms of Banga Bandito scale, I wouldn't really go high on the Banga Bandito scale, but
yeah.
I just like the fact that it was for a title and it was two amazing wrestlers, bro.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins and AJ Styles.
Yeah.
And it's in a WWE ring. Like, it's technically a dream match.
Yeah.
It's technically a dream match.
For him especially, because I remember I was on an interview saying that how he loves AJ Styles and he's like a big fan of AJ Styles before even when he before like in the Indies when he was wrestling that. So
yeah, they done a really good job, and it was obvious. We all kind of knew that this was the outcome. Like, this was what's gonna happen. Seth is gonna win, but it's deserved. Like, Seth has been brilliant. AJ has literally just come back from long-term injury and stuff. Seth's been carrying it, and it's gonna be very interesting now. Like, they make a lot of noise about Roman. Roman's not there, this, that, and the other. How are they going to book Seth? How are they going to make this championship feel different from, what Roman's doing over there, since he hasn't even defended a title since Mania?
True.
Yeah.
So Seth, is Seth going to be doing open challenge every week now for World Heavyweight Championship? Like, they're going to kind of make it a bit more workhorsey, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Don't know if a World Championship should be like that. That's another discussion, but
I think for Seth, I think for the actual beginning stage of it should be quite workhorse to show that there's a hunger in it, and because obviously I thought it would be part of this old lineage.
Yeah.
They've literally removed that into part of now.
It's a new thing,
which
I thought
I'm
they were
happy
going to
about,
continue.
but it is what it is, isn't it? We move in it, so this is now a time for Seth to actually make this a proper thing, and I think defending it every week.
You know what's mad? this is the second time Seth has been put in that position, because when he beat Lesnar for the Universal title, he now had to make that title another workhorse belt again.
That's true.
And he did a good job until, Roman got a hold.
I think why that one didn't run and people always say that reign flopped was because he was just relying on Banga Badizio. Like, there was no character.
100.
There was literally no character. So now there's a character and we know he can still deliver within the ropes.
Yeah.
We should get a lot better reign. And I think they need to just aim for giving him all his best matches now. Because I'm pretty sure they said, obviously they were going to put Roman main event, but I'm pretty sure part of the reason of putting him on first was because he had to come back to the US to shoot.
For the new Captain America film. Yeah.
So you don't even know how much longer we're really gonna get Seth Rollins in the WWE like that.
True.
So I think literally you give him, McIntyre, give him all the big names that are there on Raw. Give him Gunther, I was about to say give him Gunther, but I don't want to see Gunther lose and still be Intercontinental champion. You just want to ruin that mystique. But at least make Gunther be eyeing him up sort of thing, innit? Whoever's the other kind of top guys over there on Raw, give him front load the entire title reign. Give him all of these man first, and then we can just see if we could create new stars in the meantime.
It's mad. Seth doesn't even need to have a lengthy reign with the title. He just needs a good 6 months, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Even look what happened at Monday Night Raw literally 2 days ago. Man, come down. And everyone's singing his theme. He done the shield entrance. He ripped his trousers, which is fine. It's still okay. But it's nice. I feel like we're gonna have a good run of this, man.
Yeah,
definitely gonna have a good one. Even Triple H coming out giving the handshake was very. That was something.
It's mad though, because remember with the Universal title, he screwed him out of that picture and gave the belt to Kevin Owens. So it's ironic seeing Triple H is now handing him the belt like he's his son. Like, it's mad.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. After that match, what match was next after that match? Becky and Trish.
We had the Becky and Trish. We saw the other women's championship matches, two of them. The Rhea Ripley squash just told Natalia, get out of here, man.
You know what's going to happen with that.
1 minute something, she beat Natalia.
Bianca and Asuka.
Do you know
what it is? Great match until the end where the finish wasn't really... That finish was... it killed it for me, bro.
Really?
So, I get it. I think, do you know what? I get it, she was blind. She got blinded by the thing, Smart, putting the in the face. But I feel like the way Asuka delivered a kick, didn't really feel like they had any... It wasn't a penalty kick.
My missus was here watching it with me. My missus said, hasn't she been champion forever? Yeah. Is that how she's losing?
It's crazy.
And I said, boy, crazy. And that's coming from someone that don't really watch Too Tough, innit?
Yeah.
So for me, I thought the spit in the mist onto her fingers and then put eye was brilliant.
That was smart.
I thought that was so smart.
If that happened in a roll up,
I
wouldn't mind that.
Yeah. I just thought the kick was a weak way to kind of end such a long title run,
And I feel like even the way she done it, it could have been a thing where she's run across the road and she's literally knocked Bianca out.
If it was a V trigger to the back of the head, something that was literally collapsed. And maybe this is half on Bianca. She didn't really sell it too tough as well.
She had her eyes closed as well.
Yeah, I just it wasn't impactful enough.
I hear it.
But I think we've been kind of calling for a bit of a change.
Yeah.
So
that was good. I think we predicted that both, innit?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we predicted that.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, does it tie in with? I don't know if you guys saw in the last week or so. There's been reports that they're gonna turn later this year. They're gonna turn Bianca and Street Profits heel.
Thank God.
It's about time.
It might just be rumors, innit? But a lot of the big outlets reported it.
I'm waiting for that still. Bianca needs to be heel.
Yeah, this could come kind of hand in hand with her losing the title. Maybe she chases it for a minute, and then she's just I've had enough.
I've been waiting for that. Waiting for that. What happened after that match?
What else did we have on there?
Was it
Cody and Brock? Let's talk about it.
I knew Lesnar was gonna win because remember I said that Cody's gonna win one, Lesnar's gonna win one, and then they're gonna take that to SummerSlam.
They should
or Money in the Bank, one or the other.
So this is it, SummerSlam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Someone tweeted today, but this is people just connecting dots.
Yeah.
So Roman Reigns has dropped his schedule for the next, I think, 3 months or 4 months, whatever, and it stops at SummerSlam. So
As in, there's nothing after SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's on his calendar, innit? So people are like, oh, does that mean Roman's gonna lose his title at SummerSlam? I'm sorry, he needs to. Cody deserves a WrestleMania win.
Is it still gonna be Cody though?
I don't know how I feel.
That's the thing.
Because a couple of weeks ago they were saying that it's going to be Cody versus Roman at WrestleMania 40, and then the last thing they've said in regards to the main event is going to be Cody versus Gunther
for
I guess the world title, isn't it? At WrestleMania. That's the last thing that's come out.
Because the Royal Rumble face off, innit?
Okay, if Gunther wins the Royal Rumble this year, then Gunther versus Cody next year, I wouldn't mind. Because Gunther done a great shift this year, innit?
He had a 5-star match. He had a 5-star match at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
True. But do you know what? The reason why I feel a way about Cody versus Roman at WrestleMania again is because I remember the days where the WWE title will get dropped on like an Armageddon or something. Like a random pay-per-view within the year. Like, not everything's WrestleMania. I can't wait that long.
Yeah, I hate it. I mean, I do agree that he needs, or it would be preferred if he had the whole grandioso stage and everything like that of WrestleMania. But they can make these other places feel big and special and stuff like that. Like, for instance, if SummerSlam was in Atlanta, where he's from,
that'd be great.
Then you see what I mean. You can get away with.
But how far? Detroit's not far from Atlanta, no?
I have no idea.
Actually, no, guys, don't cook me for that. Don't cook me for that. You guys can see my face now. It was me that said it.
You can't hide.
You can't hide. But yeah, you're right. It would be great if he had like a nice grandiose. Was it Homecoming? They called it.
Yeah,
Homecoming sort of thing.
or something like that.
Yeah. So that match there was a lot of people were complaining about it because there was a moment in the match where I think the ending,
The finish.
a lot of people were upset by the finish. I didn't really care about the finish because I didn't really care about the match per se. But when I did see the finish, I was like, cool. In the wrestling world, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But in real life, if there was actually a fight outside and man got put in his arm bar and he collapsed and he fainted, he'll be like, what is going on?
No man will ever fade from an arm.
Okay.
I mean, from pain, yeah.
Let's talk about it, because man have fainted from pain in the WWE and in wrestling before, innit?
And even in actual sports, no?
Yeah, like
MMA.
So people have fainted from that in the past. Not from that move necessarily, but yeah, from a submission move before.
Hey, come in, bro. Grab a seat, bro. You got your own seat. Hey,
Speaking to the mic, nigga. I spoke it to the mic, man.
We're here talking about your favorite subject.
So we're saying that
The Kimura.
a lot of people weren't happy with the Brock finish, and I said, you know what it is, yeah? In the wrestling world, it makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
I explain the reason why. It makes sense. It makes sense.
It doesn't.
But even outside technically, bro, there's been moments where someone will pass out from pain.
Not from a Kimura though.
No, but if so.
From a submission
No,
move.
but the reason why it's dumb, even if you look at it from a wrestling landscape, when in wrestling have you seen a Kimura finish like that?
No, but it's the first time.
No,
Your
but
mic.
here's the reason why. Listen, I understand what the finish was trying to do, but it's goofy. Like let's call a spade a spade. It's a goofy ass finish because the thing is about Kimura, it tackled. It's basically like if man put something in a coquina clutch and they're selling their leg the next day, and you can technically say but you know, some people when they've lost breath, they've lost respiratory systems in their. It's dumb. You have to do bare leaps of logic just to. You have to think bare about it just for it to make sense. And for me, off the rip, like cool with hindsight, you be like, okay, it's a dumb wrestling, but when you see it, it's like that's dumb. That's dumb. It's stupid. It's dumb.
I think this is one of the things of wrestling, always trying to protect people though. Like no one can lose. They have to pass out and give up. Like and that's an issue with itself.
And because the thing is, where do we fucking draw the line? Next minute, people are gonna be passing out from collar and elbow tie-outs. It's where do we draw? We have to. No, the thing is, we have to draw a line somewhere, bro. We can't, because the thing is, we can't keep using the excuse of it's dumb. It's in wrestling. Yeah, I understand that wrestling is inherently dumb. When we But when we suspend our disbelief, yeah, we're already watching. There's limits, bro. Because if next minute somebody passes out for a collar and elbow time, I'm gonna be like, but it's wrestling though. But it's wrestling though. But it's wrestling though. It's stupid. You have to draw a line. You have to draw a line.
I therefore get where you're coming from, but I also see this year is that when it comes to Brock is basically like the final boss.
I hear it.
And I feel like the whole match thing was getting mullered, bro.
Do you know?
I'm not trying to stick up for my man, innit? Brock was, Cody was getting fucked
for
up.
sure.
Fucked up.
But that's why there's
the finishing move. It's just not right. Like your arm isn't really a primary.
But then again, I'll say this: a pin, if Brock was to actually pin Cody,
a pin would have been better.
Choke him out.
I'll tell you the reason why. Okay, choke him out. That's good.
Why couldn't he just choke him out?
Choke him out. That's rare from Brock.
Huh?
That's rare. It would rather make sense for Cody to choke out Brock. If Cody chokes out Brock, it's like, oh shit, he's actually got him down. The Brock is like fading to the ground. They're done.
But for me, there's ways you could do. You can pass out from getting beaten up. You can pass out with head trauma. You can pass out. There's so many. The thing is,
if you pass out from the elbow,
I would have loved it.
But
the reason why it's stupid because there are so many other ways you could have gotten to the same conclusion without it being a Kimura. If somebody, like, if you got beaten up to the point where you passed out, elbows to the face, I believe it. Choked out, I believe it. Like, we've seen Bear Man, even, and this is where, I'm so sorry, the poor advocate comes in. If he was bleeding,
it would make sense,
it would have made sense. But you put a raw Kimura. I'm so sorry. It looks goofy. Yes, you can explain it away, but wrestling is best when it's simple. If I look at a finish and be like, I should be able to understand what exactly that means in that moment at that time. If somebody puts a sharpshooter on,
give me variety, innit? Move that pole, innit?
Okay. If somebody puts on a sharpshooter, I expect them, okay, he passed out because of the pain to his leg. If somebody puts a Kimura lock, he passed out because of his arm. If somebody puts a cocaine, like, I should be able to immediately understand the finish by looking at it. Forget commentary. Just by looking at it. And if you turned off commentary just by looking at it, it don't make sense.
Like, the cynic in me...
I think that's boosted, though.
What? Maybe because I'm shouting.
Yeah, so
I think it was calm the way it was before.
I'm being pirate.
The cynic in me was thinking, okay, he's passed out because of pain in his arm that is already broken. So if his arm is already broken and you've already told us his arm is being held together by some titanium distin, then he shouldn't feel the pain.
Exactly. You shouldn't feel the pain. You shouldn't feel your arm. His arm
was already broken. Is what they told us.
He should be numb.
Well, sure, was that the arm that he actually worked on?
Yes, that's the arm he worked on. Do you know what I'm saying? Even when we come to conclusions, it's not added up.
If I want to be cynical, that's my argument, innit? At the same time, I'm saying, like, we've seen these finishes in wrestling, innit? So I'm just gonna leave it.
But when we've seen these finishes in wrestling, it looked good. Like when Bret Hart did it to Austin,
it looked better, of course.
So there was blood involved, but imagine if Bret Hart done it without the blood.
Sick.
Exactly, and even in the commentary, JR was saying with Bret Hart and Austin, he's saying he's losing consciousness because of the blood, like specifically because of that. But the thing is with this, I'm using this as an example, not because we will see finishes like this going forward, but I want to use this as a precedent. Stop them, stop it. It's stupid. I'm using you as an example. It's stupid because I'm telling you. Well, if we're gonna start justifying nonsense. Collar and elbow tie up is next. I'm telling you, we have to draw a line in the sand. This one, just end it here. Stop.
I just think bookers whosoever, they just can't be afraid to make someone lose.
Facts.
If you book somebody well enough, then a loss like this will be even more so like, oh wow, he's lost. Like, you see what I mean? Like,
he should have got battered.
You shouldn't be afraid for people to be pinned if they're booked correctly along the way. But we're too afraid to make people lose a match, come off weak, the crowd review them weekly because we're not doing our job booking them well in the first place. And now we're coming up with finishes where it's never really finished. I didn't tap out. I just passed out. Let's go again.
And even let's talk about the realism in sports stuff. In good sports, the best stories are the comeback stories when people lose. Look at Israel Adesanya.
Yeah.
He got whooped. He got battered. Then he came back and he won. We see stories in wrestling, and this is why I hate overprotective finishes. And the thing is, it's Brock Lesnar. Cody loses
There's
nothing
no shame
by
losing to Brock
losing
Lesnar.
to Brock Lesnar
I think
properly.
that-
He
that's
loses
hurt.
nothing.
WWE and seen as like
It's hurting Brock Lesnar
if
more
they
than Cody.
lose, if Cody loses by a pin, that's where the story ends.
No,
but that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking from their sort of point of view. If Cody loses clean, like as in pin, that's where the story ends because Cody cannot chat no more. Cody can't come back and
So
say,
why didn't it end when Cody pinned Lesnar?
Because he didn't really pin him. He didn't. He
pinned him, but it wasn't convincing.
It wasn't a convincing pin. So
and that's the problem.
I feel like the next match now is going to be a thing where it's like, cool. Once this pin goes over, it's a proper pin. It's done.
But you see, this is the problem because they protected Brock in the first finish. We must protect Cody. All of this protection has gotten us to this stupid place. Let Mandem lose.
Condom wrestling.
Jump scene, all of that. Jump scene.
I said
Put this
condom
on.
Wrestles Zerzak, you know.
Trust me, like let people lose. Like it doesn't have to. It can be a thing where commentary can sell it. Oh, this wasn't a wrestling match. Like the match was. This wasn't a wrestling match. This was a fight. This is a brawl. This is a brawl. Do you know what I'm saying? And then maybe make the match a traditional wrestling match. I don't know. Maybe
British rules match.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Iron Man match. Give him an Iron Man match.
So something. Wait, yeah, exactly. An Iron Man match where it's like, okay, Cody did it. Cody endured. Yeah. He's got more stamina than Brock. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? You can sell it that way.
Oh, Brock has been in an Iron Man. Yeah, Brock needs an Iron Man match.
Do you know what I'm saying? But there's ways you can get to this conclusion without doing weird. This is weird.
That was even my other point. Yeah, that was even my other point. The whole fact that we saw, the Go Home show, we saw Triple H's involvement trying to save Cody from himself. Yeah. That's their first ever on-screen thing after everything that's happened with AEW and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I thought at least, okay, are we going to see something of Triple H show himself within this match? Maybe because Cody's already, down an arm. It's a sledgehammer spot where, something that makes it make sense.
Was
right?
this match Street Fight Wars?
No, it was a regular singles match.
Okay, cool.
Which, again, he's injured. You've okayed the match. So surely this should be...
No, kayfabe. Okay, we're talking kayfabe. Got you.
Why wasn't this an unsanctioned match?
It should have been an unsanctioned match.
Because he's entered the match with a broken arm and we all knew he had a broken arm. But you let it happen.
In their defense, because they want to save the third match. If you go to like straight to unsanctioned, it's like, what's the third
But they had an unsanctioned before.
Okay. Who? Was it Cody and Brock?
Was that unsanctioned?
No,
it was a regular match.
So these are just two singles matches.
Yeah, so they want to save the third match to be a big one.
So
even the play.
That's correct.
Iron Man match.
That's correct to your point. So then, if they knew this was what the finish was going to be, this is not a match. Yeah. This is just a fight.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cody comes out to the ring somehow. Brock attacks him. Yeah. They brawl for 5-10 minutes.
Parking lot brawl.
And that's
Do
it.
something.
That's it. Done. There's no winner. There's no loser. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Someone will look stronger than the other person. And probably the man that has the broken arm will look weaker. And that's it. He hasn't lost. We're not talking about no fugazi pin passing out or anything like that. Like
these pass out spots need to stop, man. I'm sorry. This is across all companies.
Yeah, 100%.
All companies. These pass out. I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. Unless it's like, and when the man, I'm so sorry. Was Cody involved on Monday Night Raw or no?
Yeah. He came out and said something.
Yeah, he came out and basically called out Brock again. He gave Brock his schedule and said, I'm in Winnipeg, I'm in here, I'm in here, I'm in here.
So you've passed out from the pain. Man's broken your already broken arm. And then you should be medically uncleared. You should be medically uncleared. It's done. Uncleared. They should be taking you off the thing. He's rested in the local medical facility. He should be in the local medical facility.
You know what should have happened? The whole pass out thing should have been. It should have made that mad serious. Cody should have turned up to Raw. It should have been thinking like Cody's still recovering.
Yeah.
From a broken trachea or something like that. You know what I mean? A broken throat.
Especially if I don't know where this next match is gonna happen. Because if it's happening in SummerSlam in August, just take Cody off TV.
You could have just taken him off TV, wrap him
for
off
4 weeks or whatever the case.
But then this is my problem with this, like.
Man's got a broken arm. You can't keep showing up to work.
But then you can't take him off TV because what the fuck we watching?
That's the other problem.
This is where the no ties in, because I'm gonna actually do a confession here. I've been stubborn for the past couple of weeks, but it's time to speak the truth. This is the problem now. Us going to LA and seeing Cody Rhodes lose against Roman Reigns is now pointless. Because it's like,
as in Cody should have won.
Yeah, because after this Brock thing, how's Cody gonna go back into thing now?
Yeah. Exactly. That's the point. It's short-sighted.
They should have done it traditional. Yeah. The traditional way was they should have done the thing where it's like Cody loses to Roman. at WrestleMania. Backlash, they run it back.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
That's it.
No.
And what? Cody wins at Backlash.
Nah, bro, that's a...
Let me explain.
I'd rather
Let me explain.
I like that idea.
What was the WrestleMania before that when I think it was Rock had a match with Triple H at back, was Stone Cold or something? And he won the title at Backlash. Was it Rock or Stone Cold?
I don't remember.
Let me find it. There was a Backlash, where I think the Rock won at Backlash. Won the title at Backlash.
The Rock 2001.
But was that the Rock's first world title win?
Nah, bro, I can't lie. You have Mandem flying to LA.
You don't want Cody to win at SummerSlam because you wanted to win at WrestleMania. So why do you want Cody to now win at Backlash?
Imagine,
I want to
Backlash is even less.
Imagine you man went LA. He lost to LA. Then for him to lose in a smaller crowd, less people say
wins the world title in Puerto Rico.
No, someone stopping this spot. Let me backtrack. Okay, cool. What if Cody were to lose at WrestleMania? Then go back in the story again. Forget this Brock thing. Like there needs to be what? Like
the problem is that Cody. No, the thing is, the reason why Cody winning at Mania was because the thing is, if he won at Mania, you can continue. You can put this Brock storyline there. You can put all these storylines.
Imagine he beat Roman at Mania and Brock was his first guy. And remember, it makes sense because Brock can't face Roman no more.
And the thing is, we're gonna get. I don't know if you spoke about the bloodline thing is sick, but the bloodline thing has nothing to do with the titles. So the thing is, so the thing is, it's like cool. Roman could have lost at WrestleMania. He's still got
his anger and all of them.
Exactly, and he still could have. And the thing is with Roman, you keep him strong. Maybe at a Backlash, he beats up Jimmy Uso or something that continues that storyline. And now Roman, the bloodline thing still continues. He's still hot, but now it's in a different direction. And now you've got Cody as your champion, being your defending champion. Now you're holding these titles hostage because people want to be gassed over a fictional reign that's like 1,000. Yeah, 1,000. What's the reign doing now? The thing is, the bloodline and the title reign are now two separate things at this moment. The bloodline story is cooking. This title reign ain't doing nothing for the moment. They're two separate things. They should have been separated.
What I said at the beginning should have stood. I wish Cody won the Royal Rumble. It's gonna sound stupid, but I hope you guys get what I'm coming from.
He did win the Royal Rumble.
I wish Cody won the Rumble. Came out the next day and said, "I want to challenge Roman for the WWE Championship belt, not the Universal." The black one. I want that one.
That would have been an
I want that one.
That would have been an
I want that one.
Yeah,
That's the one that my dad wanted.
Yep.
Done.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Would you? Okay. What about this suggestion? This is a weird. New Japan have done this where the championships main evented both nights. Would you have let's say if you want Cody to win, would you have said like, okay, Roman main events both nights, he faces somebody else, maybe Sami Zayn again, and then night 2 is when he loses to
I wouldn't mind
Cody.
that.
So like he would have, the first night would have been for the Universal title.
Yes.
The
Second night,
WWE
yes.
title.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yes.
These are all ways of doing this that they avoid.
So
doing.
therefore, Roman gets
like
his
that.
big
I wouldn't like that.
Roman gets his big win. By the end of the day, it's like Cody gets his. It's a way to do.
It's the same way that people were speaking of, if The Rock was to show up, you can have
Rock
The
night
Rock
one.
versus Roman on night 1, and then Cody beats Roman night 2.
That feels like a bad idea because whoever gets Roman on night 2 is kind of like they're getting someone that's already beat up already. So
But they built him to that point.
They built him to that point.
It's almost like,
and the thing is, Roman's not a babyface. He cheats to win anyway.
And
He cheats to win.
If Roman now comes and gets that point and thrashes him, thrashes the Rock. What next?
Yeah.
It's like he looks bad, he looks unbeat. And that's the thing. I feel like I understand your man's arguments of saying in the room, but then this is the thing between short term and long term. In the moment, it might have felt good to give Roman that moment and be like, oh my God, he's above everyone. But long term, it's like
it's fucked up,
Yeah.
Because when we were there, bro, I popped for Roman.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't pop for. I was upset, but I was like, okay, makes sense.
I wanted Cody to win, but the way it all happened,
When
and in
you're
the
there,
moment,
you're like,
it takes you away.
it takes
Like,
you away,
it's one of them ones
Even
where...
see Solo come in and doing the thing. I was like, wow.
I hear you, but then now it's like, because what?
It's sabotage the
Because
thing.
leading up to, and the thing is, there's no credible contenders. Because even for me, this bloodline thing don't need a title, bro. I wouldn't. It don't need it,
They're
bro.
not booking the world title.
They're booking the story.
He ain't done nothing. He appeared on Raw after Mania. He never appeared for another 4 weeks or so.
Yeah.
And then they started building towards this Saudi show stuff.
Yeah.
Like, two pay-per-views have passed now, and the world title ain't been defended by Roman.
It's been irrelevant in the entire story. The tag team titles have been more relevant.
And to think, Roman wasn't going to be at Money in the Bank. They've now put him on Money in the Bank, and even for that, the rumor is him and Solo versus the Usos
Again.
So
do you know what I'm saying?
So the world title at this rate is going to be defended till SummerSlam, which is August. So that's between April and August. And that's 4 months. And now the title ain't been defended.
And now they got to heat up somebody, some random somebody, because if it's not Cody, then they're gonna heat up some random somebody in this point in time, just for him, just for us to be like, we know he's gonna lose.
They have to put him in a microwave quickly.
Have to put him in a microwave, oven, fam. And to be honest, if they get to SummerSlam and he's having a world title match, and obviously if the Bloodline story continues how it's going, I expect him to lose at SummerSlam because, like we already all know, it's the Usos and the Bloodline that have been keeping him afloat. Yeah. If them man aren't behind him anymore, he has to lose it at the first opportunity.
You know what I think they're gonna do though? Because if we assume that, because before this we assume that he might go into next year's Mania, they might do like the Bloodline about to turn. No, they're back together again.
No, you can't do that.
And then the cracks are building again until WrestleMania. No. And then bro, I can see them elongating this.
I can see them doing it, but I don't think so.
Elongating what? The Bloodline thing?
No, not the Bloodline thing. The championship thing. So basically it'll be a thing where like Mac said, because if the Bloodline are all against him right now, he has to lose at SummerSlam. But it'll be a thing where they miraculously come back together at SummerSlam and they'll be like, we're family also.
The only way they do that is if obviously Solo chooses Roman over his brothers, which is a possibility. Yeah. And Jay splits from Jimmy because Jimmy's the one that's committed all the offenses right now, not Jay.
But so I can't lie. I feel like Solo's the one that's the glue. He's the one that's in the middle of all of this.
Solo's confused.
If Solo chooses the Usos, the Bloodline's done.
Yeah.
Well, if Solo chooses Roman, then the Bloodline's still...
Yeah, the Bloodline is still... Yeah.
I think it's Solo. I think that Solo comes across as confused, bro. He doesn't know, like...
I think he just follows instructions.
Yeah,
he knows who pays him. He knows who the guy is, and like, he's just following that. Like, he knows his brothers are small boys for Roman. So
all it takes is for Roman to disrespect Solo or do something to him, and then that's it.
That's coming.
And the thing is, yeah, it would create such an interesting dynamic as well if it was like Roman was like, cool, you man cost me the title, but I'ma allow you, but you man are my young boys, and he's bullying these man. And then when Jimmy eventually turns, when he did, it's like, okay, not only did you man turn on me, you man cost me my titles. It's war now. Yeah. It's like, I hate you, man. Because right now it's just like, okay, you man are being disobedient. They've been disobedient before.
Yeah.
But now if it's like, we need added stakes for Roman, where it's like, okay, these men are being disobedient. But at the end of the day, I'm still Universal Champion. I don't care. Like, okay, I'll pattern these man. But it's like, no, you man cost me my title and you did this and you embarrassed me in Saudi Arabia. Okay, now it's on. You man disgraced me.
I wish this happened, because I remember I was saying it before. I wish this whole sabotaging of the Civil War happened at WrestleMania. Because imagine the scenes, of the Usos losing the title the first night, coming in the second night and costing Roman for his belt.
It's beautiful, man.
That would have been epic.
Beautiful.
Because imagine if they're about to deliver a super kick, Cody moves out the way, they hit Roman, Solo comes out, Solo gets pulled down the ring by Sami Zayn. Thing does the crossroads three times. 1, 2, 3.
And do you know what that would have been perfect? Because in the whole build up to even when Sami Zayn was challenging Roman, Cody was like, "Oh yeah, I got your back. Now imagine if in the main event Sammy puts pen to paper. He backs Cody. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. And this is why I kept screaming. This was a mistake because it was like, because going forward there are so many more opportunities. The Bloodline was never going to end at WrestleMania. It was the beginning of a new chapter.
That's it. This Bloodline story could have literally continued. Cody could have went off with the titles and we're good.
Now it could have been like a Civil War thing where the parents not getting involved, Kishi's getting involved. His Afro and Sika get involved.
Yeah.
Like, it can, and this is when the Rock can. Do you know what I mean? It's serious now. It becomes a serious thing.
In the moment, I celebrated.
No, bro. A SummerSlam event could have been Rock versus Roman
easily.
Rock versus Roman, but now you've got The Rock and the Usos on one side, then you got Roman and Solo on the other side, and then maybe who knows? And then even with that, you don't know what side Jay stands on in this point. He could be like the person they're playing tug of war with. Like there's stories to be told, man.
Yeah, they banked on Roman, I guess, and like I said, in the moment, I celebrated the Roman win, but I knew the minute I put my hand down, I literally turned around to my brother and I was like, where do they go from here?
Yeah.
Long term. It wasn't thinking long term.
I was thinking like,
it wasn't long term.
When it happened, I was thinking to myself, I remember I waited. Everyone started walking out. I was like, wait, the Rock has to come out. The Rock has to
I
come
remember
out.
we dwindled for the
has to
Rock.
come out. But when Cody sat in the ring and after when Roman went to the ramp and he done the celebration, I was like, it's done. Then I was like, do you know what? Maybe Raw. So I told the Mandem, you still want to go Raw? Man was like, no, we're not going Raw. Man, I'll shoot podcast because we need to pack and go next day. I was like, okay, cool. Yes, watch Raw. Let's watch Raw. Watch Raw. The Brock thing happened. I was like,
because and here's the thing, when let's say they, like I said, they give Cody his Mania moment next Mania. How long can they drag this out for? Because the bloodlines and even when he wins, will it be as satisfying? Because I don't think it will. Because the bloodline would have had to already fallen at that point. Roman will be weaker than he was this year in terms of the way we perceive him. It'll be like, oh yeah, Cody wins. Yeah, it's predictable. Yeah. But at this point, it's like when building up to this Mania, even though a lot of people thought Cody was gonna win, Roman was at his peak. Yeah. Roman was like, he was still the final boss. If Roman gets taken down a couple notches, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, Cody beat a weakened version of Roman. He beat Roman with no bloodline.
And you know, that's actually one of my
What kind of triumph is that? It's supposed to be David and Goliath. This is Goliath after he's come out, he's already injured.
and that's one of the issues I have with saving that match until WrestleMania 40 because it's like Roman Reigns is weaker now. And
we'll see if they do. I mean, from all the talk of reports and stuff, it don't sound like they are, but...
Listen, bring back SummerSlam, Armageddon, Insurrection, something. Just it doesn't have to be Mania, man.
Night the Champions could have easily been a rematch, man.
Yeah.
Let's Gunter and Ali was a good match as well.
Oh, I told you. I told you Ali's gonna be a great loser.
Yeah.
Look him show up at NXT the next day.
yeah.
Honestly, no, Ali put in a shift, bro.
No, Ali. I've never questioned Ali as a worker. He's a work rate guy. I've never questioned him as a worker. He just doesn't have the rest of the package. Yeah. That's it.
Double or Nothing. That was obviously on Sun. Yeah, that was the final match. That was.
Oh, you man talked about the bloodline thing already, innit?
Yeah. Forget that Hardy Party stuff that happened on the pre-show. Orange Cassidy retained his title.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about that.
I was happy.
The Battle Royal was decent. It was good. Like I said, it was fun. It was what I saw in the packet.
Yeah.
My only thing is this.
Jay
White needs.
That was appalling, bro.
Jay White needs. He needs it.
Something.
Why they
not the title? He needs something.
Why are they treating my boy like a pauper?
Yeah,
because when Jay White signed, I thought he was getting straight. But obviously, you got the blood. You got the BCC.
You can still be top without being in the title.
Yeah.
No, the thing is,
top guy.
You can clearly see it was a last minute signing thing. It was a deadline day transfer window thing. Oh, what? Oh, Jay White's free. Oh shit. Oh, what?
Let me bust my thing.
You see Arsenal some players last minute. Like a scratch.
Yeah. It was like fucking we don't have
go.
It's Mesut Ozil, bro. It's like we're gonna sign this star player, but we don't have the system to put him in. It's like we're gonna sign Jay White. We don't have a system for him yet. We're gonna give it a couple games. I feel like by all in, all out times, that's when if I don't see progression, I'm gonna be here like hell fuck fire.
I'm gonna be
talking. But this right here is alarming. It's alarming.
The way they've treated Adam Cole and Chris Jericho's story for this particular pay-per-view is, I don't understand why they didn't take the same approach with Ricky Starks and Jay White.
Yeah. But they attacked them after.
Yeah. I'm like, why couldn't this just be a match?
I'll be honest, I'm not someone that watches Jay White frequently. I've only heard of him and I've heard he's meant to be a big star. If I was the average person watching this on TV and I saw that, I would have thought he was just one of those...
mid-card food.
They haven't even given Jay White a
live mic
in the ring.
And that's his bag. That's his bag. Him and Ricky Starks.
Even like a backstage segment every week where... What's that? I forgot her name. Sorry. Moxie's wife.
Oh, Renee.
Renee comes up and goes, Jay White, how you feeling this week? I'm fucking tired. You know what I mean? Like he's airing it, he's venting, bro.
Yeah.
This, I'm saying, putting in with Juice Robinson was a.
Do you know? I feel like Juice Robinson's funny. I like it, but then again, I feel like it's not the moment.
It's a hindrance.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's okay.
Yeah.
But they still have to treat him like the star. It's like
the
when
boss.
they had MJF and they had Sean Spears lurking with MJF.
Yeah.
But we still felt the presence of MJF.
Yeah.
But Sean Spears, but Jay White feels like he's been dragged down because of Juice Robinson. Like they're treating him how they treated Juice Robinson before Jay White came in.
Yeah. And it's like this Ricky Starr thing should have ended at the pay-per-view. And I feel like this is the thing. I know why they put Bear Man in the Battle Royal, because it was like, people were complaining before about there was too many matches on the pay-per-view, so let's throw these men on the card. Yeah. But go back to the old way. I don't care if there's bare matches on the pay-per-view.
No, people need to work their way into that card, man.
The thing is, the Battle Royal thing was just an excuse to get everyone on the card at once. But for me, Jay White shouldn't have been there.
Jay White shouldn't have been there.
Jay
White can be on the card without being in that.
But if Jay White's in a battle royal, at least make him like the last man.
Yes.
Or
who was the last one?
Swerve.
Swerving.
I wasn't mad at that. I wasn't mad at that.
I mean, as in Swerving.
Orange Cassidy.
And Big Bill.
No, Big Bill. Get rid of Big Bill. My final thought. The final four for me.
This could have been Jay White's showing.
Yeah. The final four, in my opinion, should have been Jay White, obviously Orange Cassidy, Swerve, and I don't know who else.
Put Ricky Starks in there. Tell that story, innit?
Put Ricky Starks in there. They both eliminate each other or something like that. Cool. But man, ooh.
But even next after you've got the Forbidden Door.
Huh? Yeah.
Forbidden Door's next, and where's Jay White gonna fit in that?
He'll be somewhere. No, he'll definitely be at Forbidden Door. They'll probably do El Phantasmo or some Bullet Club versus Bullet Club thing. Yeah, they'll probably.
Apparently, El Phantasmo might be
from AEW. Yeah, I saw that.
Hey,
he might be the third member.
New Japan, keep your stars. What's going on? What's going on? No, what's going on?
Selling their stars at markets.
No, it's Man City. It's Man City. End of season, we're coming here. Hey, you see Foden? I want Foden.
This is how Man City used to cop from Arsenal.
No, but this is a joke thing though. Aussie Open. Aussie Open. Team White.
All of them.
Yeah.
Now El Phantasmo, maybe Will Ospreay next year. Come on, G.
New Japan. Nasri, all of them.
Sanya. Oh, bro, that hurt me.
Close your borders.
Fam.
Yeah. That's when they'll be on corner. Like, what the hell?
Relax.
New Japan, close your legs.
It's not funny that it's only.
He's only.
I can't lie.
Yeah, you're right. No, they need to close the borders.
They need to close the border, fam.
Just close the border.
No, but they lose the stars.
Someone needs to go, fam. Someone needs to go there.
Yeah.
Trade. I don't know who will go there.
What's gonna happen now? All the guys will come now, and their hopes is cool. If I smash a New Japan, I'm getting straight to AEW. Is that what it is?
I don't know. That's probably what it is.
It's the launch pad still.
Because it'll be like, I'll still get to work with my New Japan friends here, but I'll get to be in America.
Come like New Japan's NXT.
Yeah.
New Japan needs to start moving like WWE. Make it hard for talent to leave.
No, they did, and talent still left.
No, they didn't. They weren't moving hard enough.
They did. No, the deeper though. This is why. Yeah, I'm so sorry. This is why you don't get Westerners main event or winning at Wrestle Kingdom, because they all leave.
They don't invest. Yeah, they don't invest in them.
They all leave. AJ Styles, Finn Balor, Kenny Omega, Jay White. All of these Western talent, these men have invested in.
I've always said. Remember when I wasn't watching Kenny Omega's matches? I've always said Kenny needs to be seen on US soil.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Like, that's what I was waiting for, and it obviously happened. But as for the rest of them, don't know, man.
Stay there, man.
They need to hold on to them still.
Yeah. They're using New Japan as a springboard still.
Yeah.
Stay there, man.
To mainstream stuff. The unsanctioned match. Adam Cole, Chris Jericho.
Trash.
Don't do an unsanctioned match on the same night you're doing Anarchy in the Arena.
Yeah.
Because this one definitely suffered because of that one thing.
I don't even think it's because even if you take Anarchy Arena off, that match in isolation was bad.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Sabu jumping through the table as well. Like, I knew that was gonna happen, but
Cringe.
It's what it said on the packet. Like, we've already seen how the feud started. Like,
it's what it said on the packet.
It's spoiled.
Adam Cole said he was going to be ripping man's fingers and all kinds of mad
as
things.
in terms of what the actual story of it, I haven't been invested in it.
Fair enough.
I've not been invested one bit. That's why I said when I saw the match happen, I was like, okay, cool.
Nah,
when I watched it and I saw the chains and all that sort of stuff, I was like, okay, cool, this is cool. And when the match finished, I was like,
Listen,
It
them
didn't
them
peak
man
at
have
all.
zero chemistry. That match was bad. That match was bad. It was. I was looking at the match. I said, end this feud
I feel South
immediately.
Africa though.
Why?
I feel like him coming back should have been a thing where he's come back and it's like,
It should
do
be-
you know, it's people just come back and start calling shit out.
Yeah.
I'm back because I want to win that title. I'm back because I've been sitting down.
He
and
did
sitting
though. Do you know?
sideline.
Remember his first promo?
Yeah,
Oh, he did do that.
He did. He did. And the thing is, on
He did do that,
paper,
you're right.
on paper, Chris Jericho's a big feud.
Yeah.
It's just the build up's been fine. Build up was okay, but the match, this is trash. The thing is,
Match is poor
the,
quality.
the thing is, I can see by all in Adam Cole facing MJF for the title. I can see like the way they've built Adam Cole, like what they're doing right now is stalling. They're stalling for that position, but they're putting him on TV. They're doing all that.
In good places, yeah.
But the problem is the feud is okay and the match was trash. So it's like you're stalling, but the stalling's not good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I was very unsatisfied with this match. They're doing a mixed tag this week. I want them to end it. And one thing about Chris Jericho, I have to say this: he's feuding AEW. They go through the same pattern. They start hot. They'll have a good match. Not in this case, but they'll have a good match. He'll extend it until we're tired. Then we're tired. We say Chris Jericho's washed. He'll come back with a new catchphrase and a new gimmick. Hey! He's cooking! He's cooking! He's cooking! Have a bagging match with somebody and the cycle continues. Pinnacle versus JAS. Ricky Starks. MJF. I can keep going.
Nailed it.
I can keep going. That's what Chris Jericho does. I've clocked the pattern.
Man.
He's deceived.
The feud of MJF was like pretty much. Wait, no.
It was the same thing.
MJF's pride is mad though. MJF, you have to basically go through child tribulation.
He didn't do it this time though.
He
He didn't do it this time.
What with the
Four-way. He didn't do it.
pillars?
He was
didn't
very
do it this
uninvolved.
time, but he done it in a thing where it was like Sammy.
It was similar-ish, but it wasn't.
It wasn't the same. It was a very bro. Jericho's done this Blackpool Combat Club last year with Eddie Kingston, all of these. He's done it every time. I know the Jericho formula. And the thing is, I don't mind Jericho having a formula. It's he goes longer than it needs to. Just cut it off.
Yeah.
Why does it have to?
A short thing.
Why does every feud have to have 3 matches? Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
I could keep going. I could keep going.
You know when you have a drink, yeah, and you finished it, but you're still trying to get the last bit.
Also,
You're cupping the ball.
Hey, you see the brother on Twitter that he took a water bottle. His water bottle was a ketchup.
Oh yeah, ketchup. Yeah. He put ketchup in the
He put water in the ketchup.
Yeah, and he was drinking at the gym.
And deep it. You know the extent that you have to go to actually wash the ketchup bottle.
Yeah.
It smells like ketchup. Ketchup is strong.
I can't
The
lie.
extent.
No, I don't. That's not from poverty. I don't even know what that is.
I deep it. Well, you have to basically wash it. You gotta put your hand inside.
No, you can't even.
A water bottle like at a corner store is like 50, 60p or something.
Oh! You can go for free.
No, but bro.
Yeah.
No, but do you not have like regular water bottles?
Bro, they
at
got
home?
water fries in the gym.
Yeah. It's more fun to
Water
gym.
fries in the gym.
I said ketchup, so you're squeezing it quick.
You look at when it dries, yeah? When it dries, it's all around.
I said you're squeezing it all.
Oh, hey, sorry.
Hey, that's mad.
Oh.
That is mad.
I say you're having the wrong place. Oh,
Not my
crazy.
gym. FTR versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal.
That was cool. It was decent.
It was a good match, yeah.
Nah, man, bring back my banger by Dizios. I'm so sorry, fam. I'm so sorry. I know about them want the comedy stuff and they want the entertainment. Nah, bring back my indie wrestling 10 super kicks in a match AEW. That's what I need. No, I'm tired.
I hear it, but I
bring
think
it back.
right now they're in the process of clearly rebuilding this division, this tag team division.
Yeah.
Because it got messed around. The trios division 8 from it. So yeah, this is kind of good filler, or the match at least was good filler before we get FTR back to the level where they really should be, like you're saying.
Yeah, man. I miss AEW super indie roots, man. Too much.
I mean, we need to talk about this one day. like they were the alternative as they were classing themselves. And maybe it was this entire. Well, they don't call themselves the alternative anymore. They want to kind of compete at that level, innit? And maybe it was all those firings that WWE done, and they took on all these WWE names. Yes, a lot of them were indie guys and not so much WWE guys, but they came from WWE last, innit? And it has really, for the better or worse, restructured this company, and all this TV time that they're now getting. I'm sure they didn't want it like at first. Like it's a sign of success, which is good. Yeah, and it's obviously good money for them, but it is AEW still AEW.
That's what I was, and this is the thing, and this is why so many times on the podcast where people say they should do things like WWE, I was pushing back because I was like, if things become too much like that, what's the difference? And I was always advocating, not to say that AEW is above criticism, but AEW being a super indie and doing indie-rific things is AEW.
Yeah.
That's what it should be.
That's what I wanted.
That's what I wanted. And when people was like, they do this like WWE, it's like, I'm not... What's the... Like, you're flat... Of course, AEW is different from WWE now, and it's not WWE yet. But the thing is, like, I liked when AEW distinguished itself when you started off a show with a match. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I love Orange Cassidy's raid. Because that's what it is. That's the AEW I love. And obviously, these entertainment segments are good here and there and sparingly. But the thing about AEW that caught me was the main event, the two main event matches exemplify why I watch AEW.
Yeah.
That's the reason why because I will never get Anarchy in the Arena anywhere else.
True.
I won't, you know what I'm saying? The 4 Pillars match, I don't get that many places else. And the thing that AEW is great at, they're great at, but when they start imitating people and when they start doing like the entertainment-based stuff like WWE, that's in WWE's lane, they're not good at it because it's not them.
I'll give it. One thing I'll say to AEW is that cool. When they were doing the match after match thing, it was cool.
Yeah.
For a certain moment in time. Obviously, when you've got stories that need to be... When you've got stories that need to be like, you know, we need stories that need to be built, that helps. You know,
but
it helps. It helps sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, the Elite and Blackpool Combat Club stuff, how many promo segments has this feud had? Not many.
3?
A couple.
No, but then again, when
you call promo segment, you're talking about like literally them
coming out
versus this in a ring.
Because there's that moment in time when I think something's happened in the ring. I think it was like a week ago. After Daniel Bryan Danielson was coming to the ring and he was cutting a promo whilst walking to the ring. That stuff like that is fine. And I wouldn't class that as entertainment. I class that as part of the
telling a story.
And that's what I want from AEW. I don't want AEW to come out and people wearing you know, like a cow suit or something like that. And after something shoots up in the ring, like that time when what's the guy called again? He used to be a librarian. What's the guy called again? The guy that used to be a librarian. He chose Bill Ziggler's brother.
With the woman with the blue hair. What's
her
name again?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. He's
Laver Bates and...
I forgot his name. But you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. He's come out to the ring with a few other guys. And he's like, we're tired of not having matches in AEW, blah, blah, blah. And they just kind of stupid promo about them not actually having a match. Opportunity. I was like, this is not AEW. AEW don't need this. Yeah. AEW don't need this. Someone come and squash this quickly. Someone save us.
And this is why I was very happy when Triple H started even when wrestlers in AEW like, I want to go WWE, good, go. But not because of a petty thing of don't need you. The market needs balance. This is like we said, AEW are signing bare man, and I understand why they're signing them, but it's like we need WWE take back your guys so we can just split them. Take them back.
Even that being said, WWE
they're gonna release
adopted, like they've also gone down that route of like having open up with a match as well, or even having a thing where it's like boom, boom, and after in the end, probably like after 2 matches or like a match later, they've now put the mic into the ring. Yeah, and I thought that's kind of cool as well. But then again, it's like there's been a switch.
Because I feel like Triple H and Tony Khan.
Triple H, look, Triple H is a liar. Triple H is 100% watches AW.
For sure, bro.
Yeah. And I feel like he has to.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you want to watch that?
That's for competition.
It's exactly. It's like Vince would be like, oh yeah, who's AEW? What's AEW? Yeah, but if you're out here in the industry, you need to know who's popping, bro.
But and the thing is, it's an industry where like both companies are watching each other because now talent has an option. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, if you might not booking me correctly in WWE, I'm gonna go here. Yeah. AEW are now getting the opposite treatment where it's like, okay, well, before it was Vince, but it's not Vince anymore. So Triple H, some of my guys are there right now.
yeah.
Triple H is treating us well, so it's like, okay. Like, and you can see there are certain people that I'm sure WWE will go to hell and back to protect. And there's same people that AEW, there are certain man, you can see in the booking, you can see who MJF. We'll get to MJF.
Yeah.
They are holding him tight.
Bro.
Darby Allin holding him tight.
Yeah. I would if I were you.
They're holding these
I
man
would.
tight.
I would.
Because it's like, okay, there's guys that we value that we can build our company around, and there's guys where we love to have them, but if they go WWE, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And WWE have the same here. Do you think, for example, the way Seth's been speaking right now, I know Seth's like a company man, but they have to keep Seth Rollins sweet.
Of course.
Because Seth has said, I want to wrestle these 5-star matches.
Why,
I want to...
Okay, that's why he got handed.
Yeah. They have to keep him sweet.
Literally
because
handed.
if they start messing him about, be like, Moxley's over there. What? People have been saying Kenny Omega's better than me. I want to go and wrestle him and prove these man wrong. Bro, listen to the way I've been hearing Seth. He wants to. He's been chatting.
I feel like once Seth loses this, so we're gonna go back. Once Seth loses this world heavyweight title,
Yeah.
I personally wouldn't mind seeing Seth fly out.
I wouldn't mind it at all.
Fly out the
But
company.
I think
I don't think he would.
I don't think he would.
Fly out the company.
As in, like, go somewhere else and try. Obviously, he was in Ring of Honor before. He was in the indie shows, like, but it's a different landscape now. Seth in AW right now will be. Bro, I'm bro. Seth
No, there's
in
matches
indie-
for him. There's
He
bare
will
matches
go
for him.
cook.
There's matches for him.
There's a lot of stuff they can record, but like
You-
it's amazing.
You know, we'll start calling him the best in the world, right? You know,
I personally
For
think
people that argue
I
it,
think
Call him
Seth
the
is
for
one of
people
the
that
best in the
argue it,
world.
they'll see.
He's not,
I think though why it won't happen because him and Becky are extremely comfortable in
Comfortable and their parents, and
They're,
it's just
they're paid well. Their parents, they have a whole tour.
They're
bus
top
that
guys,
come
do you know what I'm
in,
saying?
top
It's like-
guys.
It's
Like
the-
he's already gone to like Hollywood now. He's getting a foot in that door as
Put
well.
it this way, Adam Cole signed for AEW. Yes, because he's the Brit, and he signed for Brit. Like,
At the same time, though, if they didn't mess him around, like we're gonna make you Keith Lee's manager and main roster,
he would have probably
he
stayed.
probably would have stayed.
Probably would have stayed. Yeah.
100%.
Because he was good and he was going to be well looked after.
Yeah, he
you see
was,
what I
yeah.
mean?
That was Triple
And
H's
I think
son.
by then we were probably already talking about, you know, the women's division in AW wasn't really well formed, and Britt could be one of the first people to jump to WWE.
I remember that too.
She had already made NXT appearances and stuff like that. So,
If you know, it's funny because imagine if Triple H took over earlier and Adam Cole was still in NXT. It would be
He built main roster for sure.
yes.
all of
Bro,
it.
Bear Man would
He
still
would have been in that tournament.
No,
That's
but
what the heavyweight. So he would have been in
I'm
that
telling
tournament.
you this year, majority of the ex-WWE signings that AEW have would not be there. Andrade wouldn't be here.
Malachi Black.
Yeah.
Keith Lee wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Malachi Black wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Like, bare these... But the
Buddy
thing...
Murphy, yeah.
But the thing is, I want that. I wanted that. Because then it would have let Tony Khan focus on the talent he has.
The 4 pillars.
But yeah, we'll just get back to the pay-per-view, man.
Let's run through some of these. The Wardlow Christian Cage, the ladder match.
Not
I
bad.
thought it was pretty good.
It's not bad. Not bad.
Oh no! Okay, I've written notes. I wrote notes on this match. I've got a few things.
I thought it was good. I mean,
Arn Anderson was unnecessary though.
Yes,
very.
Yes, I wrote the note about that. I
Anderson
wrote a note
was
about that.
unnecessary.
Okay, let's get to that. Okay, number one, yeah. This is what I wrote. I wrote this in. Look how I wrote it. I was watching it. So first thing, yeah, Lucius showed his finger. What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
That needs to be removed at AW. We don't need that.
I don't know
okay,
what that-
the feed in WWE. Yeah, fine. Yeah, we can. But
then he's not playing with. You're blaming NK.
No, but I'm not blaming it. I'm agreeing with what he said. But yeah, okay, you said that.
Yeah, it's unnecessary.
Yeah, that's what we
I don't
need
know
AEW.
what the hell was like.
Yeah.
Did he bite his finger?
Did he bite him?
That's mad. That's mad,
I
yeah.
saw blood there. Like,
No, but the way it was pouring, I thought
yeah.
he bit it to the bone, fam.
Hey, look, even it was cake on his finger. It was cake. Because I saw there was ice in there, yeah.
it was
And I think even I saw Arn Anderson at the ring, he wiped his lips.
No, unless the mouth was pouring, I was like, oh, what did he do?
I don't know what they did
Oh,
there.
it was so stupid.
Yeah, I don't know what they did there.
Yeah,
still.
Arn Anderson was. I can't lie. I don't understand this Arn Anderson Wardlow thing. I don't get it.
I get he's like his coach. He's like his what do you call it?
Mental.
His coach Carl.
I'm so sorry.
He's trying
Arn
to get extra
Anderson
finger-
only works
and
for Cody.
Yeah.
Arn Anderson only worked for Cody because there was history there. Arn Anderson just with Wardlow, there's no reasoning for them to be there. It's at least Sting and Darby beginning had aesthetics. These men don't even look the same.
There's nothing in common. I think one thing with this, Wardlow showed that he's a very good wrestler.
Yes.
In this match, like Wardlow's very good. Christian is very good, obviously. I just don't know if anyone cares.
Yeah.
Wardlow.
I don't care for the title.
Man, he was doing mad stuff. He stood. You know when
Jay White, man.
people do the swanton bomb, but they stand on like one of the rungs
near
the top. He went to the very top. Only like Jeff Hardy does that. Like a heavy man like that.
He's
working,
ridiculously athletic.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, and this is why, I'm like, Tony, like, play to his strengths, because I feel like all of these powerbomb symphonies is tired. I want Wardlow to be in carnage matches where it's like he's breaking stuff like
Strowman, early Strowman, 2017 Strowman.
Just where he's being a monster. Like, don't make him sympathetic. Don't put him. He don't need a manager. He's Wardlow. He should be coming like, on some Goldberg stuff. He should be coming out. Not even cutting promos. Mandem are chatting shit. He's throwing them through barricades. He's beating people up.
Making him a beast.
Wardlow should be. He should be an absolute monster. He should be scary. That's what Wardlow. He should be scary.
I should have heard Wardlow speak. Yeah. That's what kind of ruined it for me as well. Once I heard his voice, because that whole MJ thing was sick. Was like, raw. Wardlow's come to the ring. But when he spoke, I was like,
I don't think he has a bad like speaking voice. I think not speaking could have added mystique.
Like, raw. This guy.
And no, the thing that it's like he's talking about like, my hair comes from this.
We don't care.
We don't.
Nonsense.
I want to
my
see
dad had
you,
long hair, so I grew a little.
I want to see you break things. You see how Miro was? Miro was cutting promo. You see how Miro didn't cut in-ring promos. He was backstage. I'm the Redeemer. Man said I'm gonna bend your back the way I bend my wife.
Come on, energy.
And he came into the ring. I buttered man.
I can't wait for that guy to come back.
Oh no, yeah.
I can't wait for that guy to be on TV.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I hope he don't take no long time to warm up like he did when he was with it best friends or
bring back the Redeemer, fam.
Just straight away.
The gamer thing.
I don't want him to take long to warm up. Just
straight
come back in at that level.
Redeemer.
Toni Storm, new women's champion.
Okay, I wrote no about that. I said the finish. I wrote finish. The finish of her losing the title didn't make sense, but obviously after watching it back, she was injured.
Yeah,
Hater was injured.
Hater couldn't.
Hater was injured going into the match, so it made sense.
I mean, it makes sense. She let her drop the title. Maybe she probably wins it back in England.
How did she finish again? How did the match? Because I wrote
Storm Zero. The powerbomb thing. Is it powerbomb? The power driver thing.
Yeah.
I don't find them. So why did I write that then? I don't know. Maybe I just wrote. But I thought that match was cool.
Yeah, I mean, for what it was, I'm happy. Hey, no more interim, so I'm good.
I mean, I think we banked on this match being like a proper banger, innit? But I guess she was injured. They told the story before. She didn't come out initially. They beat her up backstage.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
everything was in place. Toni Storm wins. Toni Storm is obviously a 2-time champion now. Yeah. Jamie Hayter probably wins it back at All In front of
she's ready. Which I'm high. I'm not happy that she's injured, but because I feel like if Jamie Hayter had won, they were gonna do Saraya versus Jamie Hayter at All In.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah. But it means they're gonna have to find somewhere else for Saraya. She's gotta have a match on that card. There's no way they've got Saraya and she ain't gonna have a match.
No, of course.
So they'll have to find something else for.
They already did have versus Britt Baker, innit? They already did that. Oh yeah.
But NK, how come you don't want that match though?
I've not been impressed with Saraya, unfortunately.
I said I plead the fifth.
I was a fan of Paige in WWE. Yeah.
Saraya's not hitting properly.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
House of Black versus the Acclaimed. I like the trios title.
I like this lights turn off thing. It's sick. So.
Yeah.
We talked about this at Revolution Radio. The aesthetic is brilliant. The production is brilliant. One thing I'll say though on this, I don't like the way that I feel like they're not making the most of the rules. Like the opponent chooses the rules, right? Yeah. The first time, the best friends forgot that was a rule. So they just made up something on the spot. Last week, or whatever it was, when they faced their man from RH, AR Fox, Blake, and what's his face? The guy that used to be in WWE with a mask.
Got Metalik.
Metalik, that's it. I was going to say Mysterio. They just made like some type of lucha rule or something like that. And then Acclaim come out this time and we're like, we don't need the rule. So I don't feel like they're really selling and establishing this last rule of the challengers can pick something.
But this is why I had a problem with the Acclaimed in the match. The Acclaimed shouldn't have been in this match.
I was a bit baffed when it came out.
No, because we knew this was gonna happen because they won a dumb battle royal like weeks ago. But it's like House of Black versus the Acclaimed isn't.
You all showed your picks.
Bro, you could have done. What were the Lucha Bros doing? You could have done Lucha Bros and
Lucha Bros were in the. Did they have a match?
They were in the battle royal.
They didn't need to.
Do you know what I'm saying? But you could have done Lucha Bros and Commander versus House of Black. You could have. Do you know what I'm saying? Or you could have done Roosh and Jalistica Cole and
Peligloso.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? There's teams out there.
It's mad because it feels like a downgrade from last year. It was House of Black versus Death Triangle. And now it's House of Black versus the Acclaimed. Like,
I think like their reign has been good. Like we're saying, aesthetically, everything looks the part in it. Like I just feel like the Acclaimed thing. We were talking about this. It feels it's becoming a bit over. Like
they're overdoing
the acclaimed. You're a bit overdoing it. Yeah. And with the rule, like we need to establish this last rule of the challengers choose, and maybe House of Black shows some fear, like, oh, this might be a bit out of our wheelhouse, innit? Yeah. Just picking stuff, and House of Black are just rubbishing them, like, which is fine, but for Acclaim to come out and be like, we don't need your last rule.
Could have been actually, no, there's been bare no DQ matches in the pay-per-view, so...
I mean, I don't know what they could have said, you see what I mean? And maybe that's why they don't want to over-convolute the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But, like, you're now rubbishing the rule.
Yeah.
And remember we talked about as well, Max Caster coming out and pulling raps on these lot.
Yeah.
He's here making fun of my man, saying that Dominic is doing a thing with your wife.
They scrapped him, so
like
I'll allow.
Max didn't go in like we were scared of, and that he'll literally remove their entire mystique. So it was okay, but like yeah, when he said that Malachi Black, why is he allowed to do blackface?
Blackface, yeah.
Bro!
That was funny. After that, the same show, the musician came out. The blackface. But then again,
I'm so. Where about Dark Order?
Yeah, man.
They could have been right here.
Yeah.
What about Hungy? What's his name?
Johnny Hungy, yeah. Catering.
They're just there in the back.
I can't lie. You see, Hagman's a sideman. After he left his man in the dirt. After, bro,
use them.
I said
friends.
Went back to the elite.
Bro, that was a funny bit on BTE where they were like, hold on. So he's been beefing Kenny Omega all this time. And now he said, I'm back in the elite. Where we held when you see Hangman Page with the towel, who's holding him up?
It's literally
Dark Order.
Them man.
It's
He used and abused.
He used them. Oh.
The TBS title.
Okay, cool.
Solid.
So Jade and Taya Valkyrie had a really good match.
Solid.
Yeah, that was good. That was great.
Solid.
Yeah,
Mark Sterling was then, she's brilliant. She's
when did he come back in?
He's been there for a while.
He's come back in a while ago, but it's like
it's been a rampage thing.
Yeah.
I didn't even watching that.
Yeah, and
that theme, that
pretty girls walk like this.
That should be Jade's theme.
I'm
sorry, that whole the storm is coming. No, remove that one. This one has to be a
pretty
theme.
girls
It's
walk
more her.
like this.
Yeah.
When I watched it came about dust, I was like, Jade.
I felt like
it
fraternity.
Yeah.
But I think it removed her mystique as to she's kind of pictured more like a stoic character, or as fashionable, as beautiful as she is. She's pictured like a stoic person.
I don't want to see Jade. I don't want to see Jade dancing every week. I don't want to see.
That's
exactly my point.
I don't want her to dance, but I wanted to come out to that theme where she's like coming out, and it's like when you know that theme, that's Jade.
Nah, but
this storm is coming. I don't really feel it.
But you can't come out to pretty girls walk like this and then straight face.
Yeah. Okay, forget the lyrics. Yeah, even the instrumental.
No, but that's a bit jumpy though.
I like the story.
I like the story. I like it.
I think it's calm. I think it fits. I'm used to it.
It's a Wonder Woman thing. I like it.
Yeah, superhero.
But yeah, Mark Sterling got too big for his boots. They said that there's no one else. There's nobody left.
There's nobody left.
And Chris Statlander finally came out.
Thank God.
I can't lie, yeah. I'm pissed off because before that match came on, yeah, I went on YouTube to go check something, innit? And Cultaholic dropped the video of 5 things that happen at AW Double Nothing, innit? I saw Chris Statlander like, turn off.
Spoiler!
I said, no! I was supposed to catch her, but I didn't really connect the dots with Takeshita, innit?
Yeah.
I said, no way. So when I was watching the match happened, yeah, and it didn't really spoil anything for me because I wasn't expecting her to come out in that way. And when she came out, I was like, yo, this woman is beautiful. That's one thing I said.
Chris
Big
Statlander.
stat. I said she's beautiful.
Big stat.
I didn't want to say what I was going to say next, but yeah.
Do you know what it is? Seeing her stand next to Jay, I was like, oh my god, she's a tall woman.
This is it. Like,
even when she done this
She's
shit,
up
yeah,
there.
her background changed to her name.
Yeah.
Bro, it was gas. I can't.
Yeah, now Chris, I can't lie. I'm hot. This match, because I feel like going into
this match changed the whole.
Yeah, no, because going into pay-per-view, it was a lose-lose for me. Yeah. It was like either Taya Valkyrie wins and we're not invested and this build is not rubbish, or Jade wins and this thing goes nowhere. You've solved both problems. Yeah. Because now, and I believe in Statlander, because Statlander's an amazing wrestler.
Yeah.
So the TBS title, we're gonna have good matches. You've taken Jade out of the picture, but now hopefully you can, I don't know about inserting her into the main picture, but give her something important to do. But Chris Statlander's TBS champion, I'm happy. I just pray she doesn't get injured again because there was a Road to Dynamite that they've done for this week, and she said she's mad. Like she got both injuries like in a very quick succession. So maybe give her a squash match this week and just let her regain form. But I'm just happy. Jade's title ended well, and it protects Jade because she got over cocky. Yeah. But also, it makes Chris Statlander look amazing. I felt like, yeah, man, I came out of this match thinking, okay, cool. We can move forward with the TBS title now. It's it seems to be in a good place. It can be in a better place, but
we can just try new things.
Yeah, we can try new things.
We ain't seen nothing different with this TBS title since last year January when it became a thing and Jade won it.
Man.
So that's well over a year at this point.
Yeah, man.
Nearly 18 months. We ain't seen nothing different from this title. So.
The title reign.
You just seen it.
Hey, that's what LL Cool J used to do.
That's LL Cool J, though.
When he came out SmackDown, I done it bears.
Yeah.
I wonder why he's done it.
What?
Ladies love Cool J.
Was he... The shape of this thing.
Oh, love cakes.
Yeah. Ladies love Cool J.
Hey, that guy's... I get it now.
Mommy Lickings.
Mommy Lickings. The world title match, MJF obviously defeated.
Congratulations to Sammy Guevara as well.
Oh yeah, big up Sammy Guevara.
Ty Conti. Can
I just say the babyface turn is complete?
Oh yeah, man.
For Sammy
Guevara,
yeah.
Also, I don't even know how they're gonna re-merge him with the JAS if that's ever gonna be a thing.
Leave it. It's done.
He's above them, man. He's above them, man. He's above them, man. He's above it.
I've been saying for time.
He's always been above.
Sammy Guevara is one of the best wrestlers in AEW.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
He's one of the best.
He's absolutely brilliant.
Listen, when it's time for him to hold that title, it'll be great because this guy will put on banger bandages everywhere, and I feel like he's getting better at speaking as well.
Yeah.
And maybe because I've been watching All Access, and I'm more like invested in his character now. But whatever he's going through, he deserves it all, man. He's great. He's great.
There's a reason why he's one of the 4 pillars, man. He's got that talent. He's got that talent in him.
His ability,
just needs some time to grow.
CDs, man. Congratulations. What? Listen.
Oh, that was a great match.
What?
Even the submission, the human centipede submission,
bro.
The match of the night.
That match of the night, yeah.
Bro. And it's like, do you know what it is? Every time MJF wrestles, I'm like, yeah.
This guy can wrestle.
No. Something this guy can it makes sense. Like it makes sense why you are groomed for this position. Yeah. Because the thing is, it's like, we know about his character, but for how good he wrestles, we say it every pay-per-view, but it's like, this guy's gonna go far, man. He's gonna be around. And it's like every pay-per-view, we come up with the same conclusion. It's since Full Gear, Darby Allin, cool. Danielson, cool. This Forbidden, now he's gonna wrestle New Japan. Well, if he's at Forbidden Door, he's gonna wrestle New Japan talent. Another one. Yeah.
We'll get the build this week, innit?
Well, they got to start building.
I think even started on Sunday because thing was like MJF was talking about New Japan as an indie show.
Yeah, he was very disrespectful.
Yeah, that was
good. Very disrespectful. But yeah, this match was just crazy. Like all of their chemistry was mad. Yeah. There was just so many different spots. Like
for their frailties in the build and the promo and everything, they more than made up for it in this match.
Yeah, this match was sensational, bro.
So yeah, the only thing that I thought they got hard done by removing them from the actual main event.
But I get why.
I get it.
Especially after what happened. But actually, do you know what? Now I think about it, as mad as Anakin Arena is, do you think this match could have followed it?
No. That's the difficult thing. The crowds require a lot of energy to watch Anarchy in the arena, and you don't want them to be flat for the actual main event. So I get it, but at the same time, you've been literally told this whole story of the 4 pillars. These are the next guys up, etc., etc. And then you've removed, like, literally under their feet on the night of, you've pulled the carpet from them and said, like, we're gonna rely on our old trustees rather than the new gen which we've been pushing. And I just felt that was a bit harsh. I understand why completely. Like I said,
after watching the match,
I get it, but like, it can't feel great. Like,
but I do think they're gonna run Darby. Do you know what? I don't know if Darby's gonna take the title of MJF.
I think it's Adam Cole.
But the reason why I'm more adamant about Darby now, they've done that headlock takeover twice.
Yeah. They're telling us. They've
telling us. They've done it twice, bro. So either it's a thing where maybe Darby gets his get back like after MJF, but Darby's gonna get his get back. Darby's gonna. And do you know who I think they should turn heel? Jungle Boy.
100%.
Jungle Boy.
No more Jungle Boy. Jack
Perry.
Jack Perry.
Call Jack Perry for time, innit?
This is the thing.
Perry.
Ever since this feud began, they've been making a more effort to call him Jack Perry. But then when he comes out,
That's
scrappy.
Cut his hair, grow a beard, go mad.
I don't think cut his hair yet. Maybe just slick it.
Turn his hair.
He can slick it. Just slick it. Like
put all black attire, everything. Make him as dark as possible.
Because look, you know that moment when he was holding the title and he was going to hit MJF and I was going to hit Darby. I was like, hit him. Do it.
I was so vexed when he didn't.
I
was so vexed. I was like, bottle job, Arsenal. Like, bruv. You had the opportunity, like, right there. And this is what every man cusses you for. Like, MJF literally said, you ain't got the killer edge. Like.
Even Christian said it.
Yeah, Christian said it as well.
But the spot where they all did their mentals finish, I was cold.
That was great.
I was like, yes. We did the crossroads.
Yeah, they done well. And then Anarchy in the arena to finish.
Any notes about this?
Gang wars.
I said
mad thing.
I said this. I was actually writing it in the thing. I said musician doing blackface. Obviously, I realized that obviously it's part of it. It's not really blackface because obviously
it's a mask, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a mask. I didn't really realize it was that. Then after the exploding
super kick.
Can somebody justify this to me?
Yeah,
I was trying to figure out.
Do you know what it is, yeah? The visual of it, epic.
Sensational.
Great.
How did it get there?
Hang it in the Louvre, yeah.
How did it get there?
But the only thing is that, how did it get there? Like, why was it?
No, Matt Jackson was all the way on the other side of the arena.
Oh, you've attached it to his shoes?
Yeah. No, he put it in his shoe.
They should have shown that.
Was that on camera?
No.
They should have shown that.
Why? But then it ruins the sport.
Yeah.
Because you don't see it coming. And the thing is, Matt Jackson's done bare stuff like this before. He kicked someone with a super kick he put his shoe on fire.
But obviously, when they done the Travis Scotts with the pins, he brandished it. He showed it. It's like, this is what I'm going to do.
No, but the thing,
but I feel like with the Sparks, it was like,
you don't know where that came from.
But that was sick.
Yeah.
But the reason why the spot makes sense is because Moxley had was Nick, right?
And Moxley said to fuck off. Moxley said fuck off. He kept kicking him. Said fuck off.
Yeah, he kept kicking him, and the thing is, it was like because Mandem tried to get Moxley off him, nothing was gonna get him off him, and then Matt came. The reason why it made sense, it's not like Matt was in Matt. Matt was all the way outside because Claudio power drived him
on the back of the thing.
He was gone. It's an arena.
Where did he power drive him?
In the back,
literally
of the truck.
In a truck, in the back of a truck. Yeah. So, and you're in an arena. You can grab materials from any. The same way Eddie Kingston probably grabbed last year like a canister of gasoline.
You
didn't see him grab the canister of gasoline.
No, but we didn't see where he got it from. But we had time to be like, oh shit, he's got the canister of gasoline in it. Like.
But does the spot work if you see it coming? If you see Matt Jackson stuff in his shoe, I don't see it.
And that's why I asked, because I thought if he was dumped into a truck where like production is happening, that's why I asked, because and then he done a super kick. I get it.
Because if his thing was like cool, for example, they cut backstage and you see Matt putting something in his shoes, or for example, say if he got a barbed wire put around his hand, and he's like, "Joe, fuck it, I'm gone." He rolls out and he uses it. I'll be like, oh shit, okay, whoever gets this treatment, it's fucked. No,
Nah.
if you see backstage, you see
because it was Sparks and that, it worked. Like I said, it looked
because
really
it worked. Yeah.
But
And the thing is, it paid off. And the thing is, it paid off because everyone was like, commentators like, what the fuck? And then what did Black Aquaman Cup immediately do? They took off the shoe and dashed it.
That spot was
They took off because
that spot was painful.
they took the thing is, I feel the reason why the spot worked because the spot entirely, in my opinion, relies on elements of surprise. The spot, in my opinion, doesn't work because when you're watching Matt Jackson walk into the ring, you're thinking just gonna super kick him.
If it's a thing we're cool, he put something on his shoe, but you don't know
we don't know what he put in the shoe.
And you're like,
what has he done here? That's it.
Then he does it. It's like, oh shit, that's what it was. But I think the thing where he's come out and done it, and it's like
enough. You want him to put dynamite in his shoe and then
we don't know what it is.
Okay, I'll give you a perfect example. He's got the shoe, he's got the thing there. Yeah, you cut backstage, you got him, and you put in duct tape. Right like that.
But at the same time
I don't even think we need to see that much. Like I said, if the last beef was him happening near production where sparkers go off and they're, with the equipment and all that kind of stuff, and it's just like he's fallen into this area and maybe this thing went into his shoe or he picked it and put it in his shoe, and then the next time we see him is him coming to the ring and delivers a super kick, and then we can leave Excalibur to tell the story of, he must have got that when he was.
But the reason why, I feel like in this match, it's anarchy in the arena.
Yeah, it's whatever, innit? Yeah.
The camera can barely capture what's going on planned.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So if there's any match where it's like you can forgive not seeing, is this, bro? There was a whole spot on commentary where apparently Matt Jackson dived off concessions to Claudio. We didn't see it.
Yeah.
There's too many things happening, bro. Yeah. And at the end, there's too many things happening in this match. And the thing is, for me, the spot still landed. The spot still landed.
I like the mystique about it.
Yeah, I love the surprise.
I was amazed by it. I was like, raw, that's actually sick. The fact that he's actually, because I've never seen something like that. I've never seen spots come out of. Obviously, you see spots come under, but you never see spots come out.
Do you know what that made me think though?
Street Fighter.
No, they need to do Exploding Deathmatch again.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought.
Do it again.
Yeah. I thought that was him making up for the Exploding Deathmatch.
You know, because like I said, when Kenny told Renee that they had the right materials, they just changed it last minute. I said, yeah, that was the right material. That was the right material.
The wax print.
Because the way the spark went, boom. I said, yeah. But yeah, man, that thumbtack spot, and I don't know how.
They put him through it.
And even
he loves it. He likes thumbtacks though. You've seen it before.
Bro, but the thumbtacks was all in his foot.
The amount of blood was coming out.
He loves it.
This is the thing now. This match finished, but we saw two types of celebration happening. I thought that Takeshita coming in and sabotaging this whole thing was that these men have now joined BCC. But what it looks like is like this is now. I feel like the BCC thing and the Elite thing is done. From what I'm seeing, and the new thing is with these man. Because there's even a point in the match where there's even a point at the end where Daniel Bryan pointed at these man, and Moxley looked at them and they looked away. I thought, are these
when
man?
You say these man, who Takeshita and Don Callis?
Yeah, these it. Daniel Bryan's done that. And after Moxley looked at him, then they looked away. Then they celebrated again.
Yeah, I think
like, what is happening?
Don Callis and Takeshita have their own agenda. I feel like I feel like BCC Elite's gonna continue. I feel like it's gonna be like a blood and guts thing. And did you man see Don Callis' interview with JR?
I ain't watched it yet.
Is that what it's about bookmarks?
No, bro.
I've got it bookmarked. I ain't seen it.
Bro, it's basically right before the paper. I can't they should have edited this on Dynamite. This was excellent. Basically, the reason why the reason why like he turned on Kenny Omega is because he sees Kenny Omega as like the god of pro wrestling, but then you're here doing trios matches with the Elite. You're better than this.
We said this, didn't we?
You're single. You're better than this. And he said like, I'm not. People think I'm like Kenny Omega's uncle. I'm not his father, but I'm his father. Every success Kenny Omega's had is because of me. And now he wants to hang around with his friends in the Young Bucks and go away from his goal of being the best professional wrestler in the world. I'm telling you, Forbidden Door, Callis is gonna side with Ospreay. Look, I can't watch the interview. The interview's amazing.
I think that's gonna happen, but I think the other alternative is they get Kota Ibushi to come in.
They are.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
When Takeshita came out, when they went to draw for the Takeshita,
I thought Kota Ibushi was gonna come out.
The crowd was screaming Ibushi.
Yeah.
They were screaming.
You know, firstly, I think that Okada's gonna answer the call.
Yes.
For Ibushi.
Yes.
I think Okada's gonna be the Forbidden Door answer.
Okay.
And then when we get to
Blood and Guts.
Blood and Guts,
Obviously, all in.
Ibushi is going to emerge.
Because he's not. Because there was a clip after the pay-per-view where Kenny Omega was
saying,
talking.
I've got one or two friends.
I got one or two friends outside of the company that I'm gonna call, and then Kenny Omega, and like you said, the Kenny Omega card, especially this year, they've squashed it. They're good.
And Okada's beefing BCC in New Japan.
Yeah. I can't lie. They need to see for Forbidden Door. Sure. I need to see this all interconnect because the story's perfect.
Yeah.
They've already built it on New Japan with BCC. I want to see let's say they do Okada versus Moxley at Forbidden Door. Perfect. I want to see all of these things interconnect. But then I don't know if you man saw on Twitter, Kota Ibushi made a statement about Takeshita. He was basically like, bruv, this guy's my young boy, fam. He got his flow from me.
I love it.
He's basically like, me and Kenny Omega used to bully this guy when he was a youth, fam. And if you go back to DDT matches, that's the way it was. They used to, like, you know what I'm saying? So, I can't lie.
Yeah, we're getting there.
I need this.
One thing I'll say quickly, we have to wrap up soon. One thing I'll say quickly, I lied to myself that when that man came in hooded up into the ring at the end of that match, that it was CM Punk.
No. A man moving like that.
But that would have been epic.
It wouldn't have made sense.
Because that's all I was thinking.
That
would have been the
it wouldn't have made sense though.
What, for him to come in and cost the Elite?
The whole Moxley thing.
I mean, that's only one thing.
No, even in kayfabe, even like forget in real life, even in kayfabe, like he would never back Moxley.
I just thought that would have if there's anyone to kind of really pull this off, I'm trusting AEW. Like this whole, not that it's been a ruse. Obviously, what's been said has been said, but they've come to an agreement or whatever that they can just work on this. Literally, this all happened in my head within 1 minute of Takeshita entering that ring in 30 seconds, and I said, if this man pulls back his hood. And this is CM Punk. We are in for the best time ever.
Yeah, this is
I hear it.
But it was Takeshita and it still works. It still works.
I thought CM Punk versus Kenny needs to be its own thing, separated from everything else. When that thing happens, there can't be, because I feel like right now we've got a lot of like different threads of the story. You've got this, you've got that. When CM Punk versus Kenny happens, it needs to be a thing where it's like, man, like CM Punk's in the ring. You know, there are people who say I'm the best one. There are people who say they're the best in the world. I don't believe it, and we just get that face-to-face visual. Just them two just looking at each other. Like you need the ring clear. You just need that. Bro, that photo will frame it here. Can you make a CM Punk just frame it?
It's giving me Daniel Bryan versus Kenny Omega vibes. Remember when
if they don't do Ospreay versus Omega all in,
it's Punk.
No, Danielson Omega. We need number two.
That's Omega.
That's the stage for it.
The first one didn't have a finish. It was a draw.
Yeah. We need to run it back.
We need to run it back.
They need to run it back. Like as soon they're doing that now.
Yeah. ASAP-ish.
When's the next after Ash?
September. After All In.
After All In.
They need to even run that at.
Run it in London.
Yeah, run it in London. 90k, bro.
Yeah, true.
That's hard because I'm thinking Omega and Moxley and Omega and Bryan. It's one or the other.
We've done Omega and Moxley better.
My prediction for All In was either Kenny and Ospreay, or Kenny and Punk, but Kenny and Danielson makes sense. Obviously, it can work out. All in.
Listen, All In, they've got options.
All in was more like a showcase of different promotions, isn't it?
No,
that's what it was.
It was what it was.
So we have to see. Now it's AEW.
It's AEW, bro. No, respectfully, I understand the spirit of All In. I paid to see AEW, bro. Yeah. I paid. That's what I paid for. Like this is AEW 70k. I want to see all the. Don't get me wrong. I feel like talent from other companies will be shown, but it's the big guns. I want the top tiers of different companies. The top man. The top of the top. Respectfully. Because if I want to see what the best of like the UK indie scene has to offer, there's shows the day before that I can go and see. And go and see them. Like all the Mandem online talking. Showcase UK talent that weekend. There's plenty of shows. Go and watch. Go and watch them. But AEW, I want to see AEW.
Yeah, I hear it.
Today apparently is AEW day. From now onwards, they just got given what do you call it? They got given a plaque. AEW is proud to announce that the city of San Diego has proclaimed the 31st of May as All Elite Day. Presented by Nick Sharon, the deputy chief of staff on behalf of Mayor Todd Gloria to Thunder Rosa and Excalibur. So they've been given a plaque. It's nice.
I beg, my friend, take us home.
Yes. Let's call it a wrap today. 6th of June, Hustle. Make sure you guys are there. Tickets gonna be in the bio. Tickets gonna be in the description. And make sure you guys are there, man. You don't want to miss the show, man. Great show. I feel like Hustle pretty much is not even pretty much. Hustle wrestling is the best wrestling in the UK.
It's the most enjoyable show consistently.
Vibes, 100%. Match after match, banger after banger. A lot of banger bandages on deck.
Yeah. The greatest venue as well.
Exactly, the venue's amazing. We didn't take that venue 2K. Also, guys, go grab the WWE affiliate merch in our bio. It's gone downhill again. So, guys, go top it up, man. Also, we've dropped our own merch, man. What we saying, man? Banger Bandizio tees.
Banger Bandizio.
Scoot up.
Got the TDM tees. You got more teas coming on the way.
Yeah, TMTs are cold still. Yeah. And anyone else, Vince?
Become a member. We're gonna shoot Things podcast now. So if you ever want to see what Things is, you have to become a member. Big up all our members that send us ideas and we talk about what they want us to talk about on Things. And not even just gassing. This is a time to become a member, guys. There's a lot of stuff happening in the next 2 months or so.
100.
That it's really gonna work out in your favor if you become a member. So if you've been on the fence, this is the time. But we appreciate all the support, no matter how it comes from you guys. But yeah.
I've been Anafi,
Mex,
Laps,
NK.
This is WRESTHINGS podcast, the coolest wrestling podcast now at a new home of No Stars Podcast Room Studios. Thank you, guys.
Catch you guys in the next one.
Catch you in the next one.
You just got to the end of the podcast, and if you've enjoyed what you've listened to, enjoyed what you watched, enjoyed the vibes, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bow.